Namaskar. A very warm welcome to each one of you to this session of sound healing. Just take a few moments to gather yourself and become comfortable in the body. Just let the body find a comfortable posture. Only when the body is comfortable does it become possible for us to go beyond the body. And if the body remains uncomfortable, we will be focusing more on the discomfort rather than the healing energy which will do the healing. So just make sure that whether even if you are lying down or you are sitting, your spine is in a straight line. And it is held naturally. There is no need to stiffen the body. Because if you make the body stiff, it will develop some discomfort. So just make sure that the body is comfortable. Your hands and feet are resting comfortable either on the bed or in your lap or on the ground. And now start paying attention to the breath. Most of the time we are breathing unconsciously. So just become conscious. Do not try to control your breath in any manner. Let the breath be. Let the body intelligence decide how much breath it needs to take in and how much it wants to let out. And the moment you allow the breath to happen, it becomes a healing breath. So if you are having pain in the lower back, feel that your breath is going there. And as it moves out, the pain is being released. If you have some difficulty or challenge with the vertebrae, Have the awareness that the breath is going there. And as you breathe out, the pain and discomfort is slowly making its way out of your body. See how soothing the breath has become. It is slow, it is steady, it is rhythmic. It's like your body is being put into sleep. You will notice that your mind is becoming free of unnecessary thought, or even if thoughts are there, they do not bother you anymore. Just let the thoughts be. And you be with the breath. Now let your breath be directed to the center of the chest. This is the center of the spiritual heart. See how with each incoming breath the ribcage expands, and how with each outgoing breath the ribcage falls back into place. And this spiritual heart is the place where grace resides. So you may picture or feel the presence of any god or goddess you believe in, any guru or teacher that you revere. You can have your private conversation with your god or guru in the privacy of your heart. Ask for grace. Ask for support and sustenance. Give yourself time for this private conversation. Become drenched in the love for your God or Guru. Bow down to them. Most respectfully. God operates through human beings. and circumstances. Remember those who have given you some teachings. Remember those circumstances that have taught you some very valuable lessons. Remember the lessons that you have imbibed and you are now proud of. Offer your gratitude by bowing down mentally. You will notice that when we are in an attitude of gratitude or surrender, healing starts happening on its own. Because we give the reins of our body and mind to some higher power that knows what we need and what is going to work for us. So give yourself a few moments more to feel oneness with the higher principles operating in your life, whether through a god or goddess or a master or your teachers or your parents or the ups and downs of life. That have made you what you are today. Do not lose track of the breath. Gently bring your awareness to the top of the nasal passage. Especially in the area between the two eyebrows. And see as you breathe in and out what is happening in this junction point. Maybe some of you may feel some energy point, some pulsation or vibration. There may be others who may not have a feeling like this. But one thing is certain, becoming aware of this junction point at the top of the nasal passage, it puts you in a state where the mind slows down and there are very few thoughts. So just be in this state for a while. And now we are going to do sound healing for the chakras. We had done the 5 chakras on Friday. We will do those again and do 2 more. So we begin with the Mooladhara chakra, which is at the base of the spine. It's the earth element. And it concerns our basic needs of security, food and shelter. So listen to this sound as you remain focused on the base chakra. Even as the sound fades, just be there, the Mooladhara chakra or the base chakra. And now shift your attention to the sacral region, which is close to the genitals. And this is where Swadhisthana chakra, the chakra that governs the water element and that controls the flow in our life, is. So as you pay attention to this area, listen to this frequency which corresponds with the frequency of the Swadhisthana chakra. Just be with the Swadhisthana chakra for a while. Healing of this chakra will remove any sense of being stuck with life. And now bring your attention to the area on the spine just below the navel. This is where the Manipurak chakra is. This is about the fire element that controls the ingestion of prana in our bodies. So just take a few moments to become aware of this area. See how the incoming breath makes the navel move outwards. And when the breath is starting to move out, the navel begins to pull itself back into place. And now add to this awareness, the awareness of the sound, which is the frequency of the Manipurak chakra. Now remain with the Manipurak chakra for a few moments. Gently shift your awareness to the center of the chest, where the Anahat chakra is, the air element that controls or decides our connection with everything, either within us or on the outside. It is basically about our likes and dislikes. If this chakra is not balanced, we keep oscillating like a pendulum from one extreme to the other. But if it is balanced, then the sense of division or duality or difference begins to fade away. There is more love in our lives, and we can be steady in the middle path. So listen to this frequency of the Anahat Chakra. Feel the vibrations, if any, in the Anahat Chakra. And let the breath move into it and out of it. Now bring your attention into the middle of the throat, on the inside, into the Vishuddhi Chakra, where the space element resides. And this chakra controls our understanding, our ability to assimilate the teachings, and it is also the center that determines our speech. We may know something, but we are not able to articulate it nicely. There are people who write something, and when they read it again, they find that what they wanted to write is not really being reflected by the writing. So if this chakra starts developing, then the gap between your intention in your speech or writing and the end result of that speech or writing is reduced. Everything becomes more focused and pointed. So if this chakra is healed, one may find that one starts getting better appreciation from others. So as you remain aware of this chakra, listen to this sound. Now it is time to bring your attention further up into the Ajna chakra, and you can connect with this chakra just by looking upwards with closed eyes. If you have your eyes either fully closed or half closed, and you put the pupils of the eye upwards, you can easily connect to this center. And you can feel some buildup of energy happening in the area of the forehead, or you may see some lights or hear some sounds. And sometimes people may feel some pain or discomfort also. This chakra is called the Ajna chakra because it is here that all the five elements stand surpassed. The first five chakras whose healing has been done, they contain the five elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. And as we move up, each element we encounter is more subtle than the previous one. So water is subtler than earth, fire is subtler than water, air is subtler than fire, and space is the subtlest. And now we are going into a region of the Ajna chakra, which is called Ajna because it is the command center. Here the door is locked because you are moving away from the world of form to the world that has no form. And this is opened by the grace of the Master. So when we are at this Ajna chakra, we have to be in this state of surrender. A lover goes to his beloved's place and she knocks the door. And then he waits outside for the door to be opened. So that he is let in. And this waiting is surrender. In the scriptures there is a beautiful word for it, titiksha. So we do everything that is necessary to have an appointment with God, but we wait because there is no other option. But in this wait, there should not be any hurry, there should not be any anxiety, there should not be any resentment as to why one is being asked to wait. Only love is needed. Only surrender is needed. So wait at the gates of Ajna chakra and listen to this sound. It may seem like the sound of Om. When the Ajna chakra is awakened, then a lot of intuitive guidance comes without really much thought, much debate. You get guidance from within. Because God has taken control of your life. And it is so much easier to flow or to let go of one's own desires, habit patterns, because there is love. And now bring your attention to the crown of the head or the top of the head, where there is the seventh chakra, the Sahasrara. It is called Sahasrara because it is more like 1,000-petaled lotus. And it is here that all boundaries of human existence disappear. And there is merging into the divine. Energy follows this pattern that it flows from the higher energy point to the lower energy point. Just as water flows from the higher ground to lower ground, but when we awaken the chakras, we are moving from the lower ground to the higher ground. So we are going against normal flow. And this is symbolized by Radha, the consort of Krishna. And the union happens in the Sahasrara. So if the energy starts moving from the base of the spine and keeps going upwards, it is like a river that is going against its flow. It has come from a glacier which is pristine, divine. But in the plains it has lost its purity, and now it starts going back to gain its purity. And this is symbolized by the analogy of Dhara and Radha. Dhara becomes Radha when the energy reaches the Sahasrara. So pay attention to the top of the head and listen to this sound. Just experience the flow of energy once again from the lowermost chakra to the uppermost chakra. Just remain with the flow of energy. With each breath, feel that the energy is moving from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. As you listen to this frequency of Om, just become aware of how every cell of the body is responding to the sound frequencies that have been absorbed. Take a few deep breaths and become aware of the boundaries of your body. Become aware of the contact between the body and the bed or the chair and the ground. See where your hands are placed, where your feet are resting. And when you are ready, just put your palms together, rub them against one another. Feel the energy building up in the palms and cover your eyes with your palms. Let the energy rush from the palms into your being. Keep breathing, and when you are ready, just caress your face very, very gently. If you feel like, you can tap any parts of your body where you want to give healing, or you feel that there is some kind of an energy pocket which has developed. If there is any area of the body which you want to heal, you can just place your hands there and give healing. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes very, very gently. So today we could not go to those frequencies for pain relief healing. We'll do this tomorrow. So how was it? Anybody wants to share anything? Was the meditation good? The meditation we did in the beginning? Yes, Lachaji. Go ahead.
Yeah, meditation was good and the vibrations हो रहा था चक्र में.
जी जी.
एक दो में नहीं हुआ, बाकी हो रहा था. इवन आज्ञा चक्र as if you are doing it right near my forehead ऐसे लग रहा था.
Okay, that's very good.
That was something different only. But anyway,
It was this guidance came that I explained the significance of the Arkan Chakra. So that is what I explained a little
पर
before.
इतना पास से हो रहा है फॉरहेड के पास एकदम, वो फर्स्ट टाइम ऐसे एक्सपीरियंस हुआ, एक ही चक्र में एक्सपीरियंस हुआ.
नहीं,
बाकी
ऐसा है, ये ऐसा है लज्जा जी, ये मैं तो नहीं कर रहा हूँ, ये गुरु लोग करते हैं.
हाँ.
तो गुरु कृपा से जो है कि आपको वो गुरु तो किधर भी दे सकते हैं कुछ भी. First time I received Shaktipat, so I was not in touch with my master. I had gone to the ashram. I was sitting in the samadhi of Baba Muktanand, and I received Shaktipat, which is about the gift of Kundalini awakening. So a different awakening happened, but it was given by the master by her intention. No physical contact, no mantra initiation, nothing. It just happened. So if the masters decide that any of you have to receive something, it will happen. Because they are not bound by time and space.
Yeah.
Their intention can reach anywhere. The master gives initiation in 4 ways. One is by, I'll just mute everybody. So let me finish this talking, then you can speak. So the master can give initiation in 4 different ways. One is by touch. So a master just touches you, and by the touch your awakening happens. because the Shakti is awakened. That touch can happen in a physical touch. That touch can happen in a dream. You may see the master in a dream, and the master comes and holds your hand or touches you, and it happens. See how Ramakrishna Paramhans gave Vivekanand the awakening. He just held his hand, and Vivekanand went into Samadhi. So this is by touch. The other is by word. So what does the master do? The master says something. Now you listening to something, it can happen when you are reading a book by a great master, you are listening to the talk given by a great master. One sentence comes and it stands out for you. And that sentence becomes your mantra. Because you always remember it. And it transforms your life completely. So it can be by word. Sometimes in a more traditional way, what the masters do, they give a mantra. That okay, I'm giving you this mantra, you chant it or repeat it, and it will awaken. You will be awakened. So what happens? Why the master's mantra? Because the master is in that state where he can give the mantra. He is fully awakened. So the mantra given by the master is Chaitanya mantra. Mantra that we can pick up from a book or somebody, some other person, some family member, somebody who may not be enlightened. If he gives a mantra, we take it. Mantra will do its work. Mantra will give a lot of physical health, it can give prosperity, it can give so many things. But it will fall short of giving enlightenment. Because when the master gives the mantra, then the science is that there is a kilak, there is a nail in the mantra which is the kind of lock which is put by the master. So when the master gives the mantra, that lock has been opened, the nail has been removed. So the mantra is full with the power of awareness of the Guru. And then it works. For some people who are ready, more ready than others, it can be a miraculous thing. Something very amazing may happen. For some, nothing may happen. They just keep repeating it over and over again. And in course of time, their lives change completely. So third is by drishtant. In a dream, somewhere, you see, you connect. So you receive the touch or you receive a mantra, you receive something, some teaching, and your life changes. And the fifth, which is most amazing, is by intention. For some reason, you are in the intention of the master. Period. You may be in Siberia. The master may be in some other world. But if you are in the intention of the master, you can receive awakening just like that. Because the master is not bound by time and space. That is why there are so many masters who are not in the physical body. But they come in the dreams of people, they come and they just give initiation and people's lives change. So these are the 4 ways in which initiation happens. So it can be by touch or by word or by in a dream or just by simple intent. So I received my awakening by intent of the master. I had not met her when I received this. And later on I understood what had happened. So it can happen to anyone. What is needed is that we must be in an energy field. The field of good energy is being created here through healing. So when the field of good energy is created, the masters become very happy and then they can give anything to anybody. So if you are looking for, say, physical healing might happen. If you are looking some kind of an emotional issue, that emotional healing will happen. Even one is looking for a spiritual growth, that also will happen. So whatever you are looking for, so you decide what you are looking for. And it doesn't matter, because what happens is that some people have so much of difficulty in their life that they must deal with that difficulty first. They must get relief from that difficulty first. So it is always good to ask, okay, this is something which is stopping me from being spiritual or from being spiritually inclined. I need some relief here. It's so difficult. So please give me relief. And that is why we begin every session by praying to the Gurus. Today I did not do the prayers, but what did I do? I put you into a state of meditation and made you look within your heart and pray to your God or Guru or whosoever. Simple. Because when we do that, we are surrendering to the higher power, and that higher power can do anything. So it is like being a good farmer. What does a good farmer do? He prepares the field, removes all the stones, puts some nice manure. The field is ready. Then he plants something. He spreads the seeds. Now he doesn't know how many seeds are going to sprout, what kind of crop will come. But if he has prepared the field, then there is a possibility. If he doesn't prepare the field, nothing will happen. So we have to be like that farmer. We must prepare our field. And the master will decide when to shower that grace, so that the life changes. So it is as simple as that. So thank you everyone.
I
And
was I was destined to have that grace today.
experience that. Yes. See, everybody is worthy. Sometimes
Hmm.
people think that they are not worthy enough. But fact of the matter is that God has chosen to live inside each one of us as us. So if God is living inside us, how can we be unworthy? God
So
has not.
Powering on.
Yes?
सर
हाँ
मनोज
हाँ मनोज बोलो.
सर आज्ञा चक्र की हीलिंग के टाइम पे मूलाधार पे भी वाइब्रेशन हो रहा था.
हाँ वो सारे कनेक्टेड है ना. So if the energy moves up, then you may feel some vibrations at the Muladhara. It can happen both ways. All the chakras are connected. The healing does not happen in isolation, that from this chakra to that chakra or whatever. It can happen anywhere. See, Agya chakra is being activated. Agya is what? That command center, the eventual control. But that center has to be activated. But the energy feels that before the full activation of that center, some other center needs to be activated. So the healing is being given for the Agnya chakra, but you will feel energy vibrating at the other chakra center. So the energy knows. That is why what we do, we don't decide and we don't force. It is Kundalini Shakti is the creative force of God. It creates this universe. It is maintaining this universe, and one day when the time is up, it will dissolve this universe. Everything has a shelf life. Nothing is permanent. So It is that energy. So we are trying to awaken that energy, which is so powerful. So can we really decide how it is going to behave? No. We can only pray and wait for her to do the work because she knows what is needed. So if she decides to uplift us, she will do that. And wherever that upliftment is needed, that is where it will work.
अंकल
Yes.
मुझे वो इधर थर्ड आई चक्रा में वो उस टाइम पे पेन हुआ एंड स्टिल थोड़ा अभी भी
थ्रॉबिंग
मतलब
थ्रॉबिंग हो
हाँ
रहा है. हाँ,
हाँ
अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है. See what happens when these things happen. You will find that your intuitive powers. Most of our participants are ladies. Ladies always have that intuitive power. औरत जो है सबसे पहले बता देती कि किसकी नजर कैसी है ना? तो
वो
क्यों
तो है
कौन बताता है उसको कि
या
इस आदमी की नजर अच्छी है और इसकी नजर अच्छी नहीं है? वो
या
इंट्यूशन. तो गिफ्ट सबको, हर लेडी को गिफ्ट तो ये मिला हुआ है. But when you awaken that power, or when that power is awakened by grace, then what you find is that in your life you can take any decision which is appropriate. So something happens. So instead of just bothering and thinking too much about it, you just take a decision and follow it. So that is the beauty of the Agya Chakra. Like 30 years ago, when my guru asked me to be a teacher, it was a big job because I was not ready. But that was the training. So I had to prepare, I had to think, what is it that I am going to say? What if I make a mistake? There are people who are elder to me, they are more mature, they have more experience of life. What if I make a fool of myself? But somehow by doing this was the preparation. So by preparing, and then that thing happened that I was doing the Guru Gita course. So it was the first time I was teaching in a formal way, to a scripture. So I had prepared something, some slides were there, of course. But what I would say on a particular day, so I decided and I had a kind of a points written. Twice, 2 days it happened, first 2 days. From the third day, the energy did not allow me to prepare. Only the slides were there, where the Guru Gita shlokas were written and the meaning was there. And I was not even made to read them once. So I would just sit, open the PowerPoint presentation, see the slide, and start speaking. And it was amazing because it was flowing. So I knew that something has happened. The Guru has done something. So now you be in the flow. And don't prepare, because preparation brings the mind. Whatever you prepare, you are creating using the mind. Don't use the mind. Whatever the Guru wants you to speak, it will happen. So it happened. People like that flow, the entire thing. And then it happened in the course of sound healing. It has happened that I have decided to do a particular type of healing, but in the middle of the session or at the beginning of the session, something else has turned up and an entirely different session has taken shape. So that is how it happens, and you are in flow. So just be in the flow. If you try to do something with the mind, it will not be that good or that effective.
Yeah, and one more thing, Uncle, you told regarding that master's word or light, line or sentence something. I will say you changed my mind. If you remember, a year ago, I had called you regarding my emotional this thing, Then you told me कि just एक mind में रख लो कि you are here to give, only to give. So that one sentence I have kept in my mind ki whenever I give or something it doesn't come back to me, then I just remember that one sentence that you have told me that you are the giver on the earth. So have this in your mind. So I'm feeling very free, I'm not, if I don't get back also, I don't feel कि okay चलो भाई uncle ने बोला है कि you are giver here, so thanks a lot, or I can say it will be a very
It is
small
something,
word.
it is true that when we decide to give, our heart opens.
Yes.
We become better human beings.
Yeah.
Because many people in life are only just
Taker.
receivers. They are
Yeah.
receivers, they are taking, they want to take. So, जो मिलना है वही मिलेगा, लेकिन हम कुछ दे तो सकते हैं.
Yeah.
तो वो देने के लिए क्या करना है? तो ये सोचने की बात है. कुछ नहीं है हमारे पास तो भी कम से कम कुछ एक्सपीरियंस तो है.
Yeah.
कुछ नॉलेज है, किसी को अच्छी एडवाइस दे सकते हैं.
Yes.
तो वो देना चाहिए. क्योंकि असली बात यह है कि जो कुछ हमारे पास है, जो बाहर की दुनिया में है, वो तो कुछ जाएगा नहीं. तो जाएगा क्या? जो हमने सीखा है. लेकिन वो भी अगर सीखा है और दूसरे को दिया नहीं है, तो लौट कर आना पड़ेगा उसको देने के लिए. तो इसी जगत में, इसी दुनिया में, इसी जन्म में जो कुछ है अपने को खाली कर दो. इसीलिए वेस्ट में एक कॉन्सेप्ट है, डाई एम्प्टी.
Yes.
ये एम्प्टी योरसेल्फ. क्योंकि ज्ञान भी है, कुछ एक्सपीरियंस है या कोई स्किल है, वो नहीं बांटा लोगों में. तो भगवान का रूल फॉलो नहीं किया है. भगवान ने क्या बनाया? सूरज बनाया. सूरज किसी से पूछता है कि तुम्हारा धर्म कौन है, तुम्हारी जाति कौन है, तुम्हारा देश कौन है? तो सबको देता है. हवा किसी से पूछती है? सबको जीवन देती है. पानी, नदी पूछती है किसी से? कुछ नहीं पूछती है. हम पूछते हैं, ये हमारा अपना है कि ये दूसरे का है, ऐसा है वैसा है. तो हम रोकते हैं अपने आप को. लेकिन हम भूल जाते हैं कि भगवान ने जिनको बनाया, उसके जितने एजेंट्स हैं हमारे सामने, वो कोई किसी से कुछ पूछता नहीं, सिर्फ देता है. तो हमारे वो सोली तावरिया जी थे, बहुत बड़े मास्टर. एक बार उन्होंने मुझे ये बात कही थी. उन्होंने कहा कि सूरज किसी से पूछता नहीं, हवा किसी से पूछती नहीं, पेड़ अपना फल पूछता नहीं किसी से कि तुमको दूं कि नहीं दूं. तो तुमको क्या अधिकार है पूछने का? और उन्होंने फिर कहा था कि इफ यू कैन बी लाइक द सन. इफ यू कैन बी लाइक द विंड. इफ यू कैन बी लाइक मदर अर्थ. ओ धरती मां तो सबका वेट उठाती है. अपना वेट किसी के ऊपर थोड़ा सा डाल दे तो उसका तो 1 मिनट में प्राणांत हो जाएगा. वो किसी से पूछती नहीं. और लोग पांव पटक करके चलते हैं इसी धरती पर. उनको पता नहीं कि इस माँ को कितना तकलीफ पहुंचा रहा है. तो ये बात जानने की है. और ये कर लिया तो मुक्त हो जाते हैं, छुट्टी. हमारे आनंद को कोई छू नहीं सकता. ठीक है. थैंक यू सो मच. बहुत ज्यादा टाइम ले लिया मैंने एक्स्ट्रा बात करने में. So thank you very much. And I will not do the Shanti part. We had enough discussion. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye, Indira.